What up? It's Max with Mad Max Movie Reviews. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going back to 1995, Four Rooms, a Quentin Tarantino film. This is starring Tim Roth as Ted. Ted's a new bellhop in a hotel on New Year's Eve. This is Ted's first night, and he gets explained all the rules by the old bellhop that's ready to be done, and he's out of there. Tells Ted's the do's and don't of the business. Will Ted listen? And this Ted's first room is the honeymoon suite with a coven full of witches, okay? And you've got Madonna and Lily Taylor up in this room. And Madonna is in her prime in this movie. She's 4 or 5 other witches in there. Some of them are topless. And they're all doing a spell. They've all brought things in, and the last little brunette, she hasn't brought what she needed to the table to finish this spell. She's accidentally swallowed her what she needed for this spell. Let's just say. So Ted's got what she needs, and she's gonna get it from Ted in this first room by seducing him. Gets sent to room 404. For ice, okay? It's a missed call. Ted doesn't know where he's gone. And when he walks into this situation, the situation, I'm not sure, is the poor girl's tied up on a chair. If we've got some domestic violence going on, craziness, or just some role play for Ted to fall into. We move forward to the third room. The third room's probably the best room in this movie altogether. In this third room, you've got the misbehaviors. And it's got Antonio Banderas and Lena in this movie. It's the 2 parents and the 2 kids. They're getting ready to go out for the night. It starts out, mom and dad are combing their hair, and dad puts down a cigarette, and the little kid just takes it and starts smoking right in front of him, and nothing's said. And mom and dad really don't want to go out with the kids for the night. They want to go out and have a good time. And enjoy themselves. So they convince the kids that they're going to stay in the room and behave. And Ted, poor bellhop, he's getting paid $500, and he's going to watch these kids. He's the babysitter. He's going to answer every phone call and do what these kids need. And these kids are misbehaviors. They're brats. So mom and dad head out on the town, and poor Ted's got to watch these kids. Well, these kids sitting in New Year's Eve, they don't want to just sit around, so they're kind of a little misbehaving and roaming around, and they start taking off their shoes and socks, and there's an odor in the room, and they're blaming each other that it's their smelly feet, and they keep on smelling it, and they're calling Ted and wanting him to do things, get them snacks. They're hungry, and they find an empty needle in the room and ask Ted about it. Ted doesn't know what's going on. And then they keep on moving around, and the room just stinks, okay? So they get Ted up there, and finally they pull the bed to the side, and there's a dead prostitute under the bed, okay? And that's what's stinking up the room. Ted's freaking out. The girl's freaking out. Ted keeps on calling her names. The little girl don't like that. And mom and dad are on their way back. This is great. I love this room. It's the best room of them all. On to the fourth room. Now the fourth room, it's another great room, okay? You're up at the penthouse, and this is where Quentin is, and Bruce Willis, and now Jennifer from the second room has ended up in this room somehow with these guys. They're drinking and partying New Year's. They're ready to party, and they got a bet, and they need Ted there to make sure this bet is successful and goes through how they want. And the bet is that Norman, played by Paul, can light his zipper 10 times in a row. And if he can light this thing 10 times in a row, Chester, who's played by Quentin, will give him his 1964 red Chevy Chevelle. Okay, so this is the cat's meow cars, and this guy wants it, and his lucky Zippo's going to get him there. And they need Ted there, so they don't want to do the dirty work. If he can't light it 10 times in a row, he's going to get his pinky chopped off. So they don't want to be the bad guys, but they want the bet to follow through, so that's why Ted's there. And oh, buddy, does this guy lose more than just a car. So go watch Let me know what you think in the comments. This is a good show. It's not one of Quentin's best movies out there. He's got a lot of great shows. Watch for in the future. We'll review. But this is a good movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Thanks for your time. Like, follow, subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a great day.